U.S. President Donald Trump and his French counterpart pledged Saturday to work to denuclearize North Korea, but Trump again invoked the grim possibility of military measures if other steps should fail. Trump's latest warning came amid a flurry of international calls from China, the North's key ally, as well as Russia, Germany, Britain and the United Nations for the president to show greater rhetorical restraint. A White House statement said Trump and French President Emmanuel Macron, speaking by phone, had discussed the increasingly dangerous situation associated with North Korea's destabilizing and escalatory behavior. It added that the United States and allies were ready to apply the full range of diplomatic, economic and military measures to end any threat. But Macron, while expressing concern at the ballistic and nuclear threat from North Korea, said world leaders needed to get Pyongyang to resume the path of dialogue without conditions, joining the international voices urging caution. Trump's call with Macron came hours after Chinese leader Xi Jinping had urged the American president in a separate phone call to avoid inflammatory rhetoric toward Pyongyang. The Chinese Foreign Ministry said she urged Trump to avoid words and deeds that would exacerbate the already tense situation and to seek a political settlement. Trump raised alarm around the world and particularly in Asia by warning that North Korea would face fire and fury like the world has never seen if it were to keep threatening the United States. That drew a sharp rebuttal from Pyongyang, which threatened to launch missiles toward Guam, a U.S. territory in the Western Pacific where some 6,000 American troops are based. Xi's plea for caution came hours after Trump stepped up his earlier warning to Pyongyang, saying the isolated regime would truly regret taking any hostile action against the United States. The White House said in a statement that Trump and Xi agreed North Korea must stop provocative and escalatory behavior and that both are committed to Korean denuclearization. Trump has been engaged all week in verbal sparring with the North over its weapons and missile programs. As U.S. media reported, Pyongyang has successfully miniaturized a nuclear warhead. The Republican billionaire has progressively ramped up his tone, declaring Friday that the U.S. military is locked and loaded. A commentary in the North Korean state-run newspaper Minju Joseon called the warnings from Trump and other riffraff of the U.S., the last-ditch efforts and hysteric fit of those who are in the grip of despair over the tragic doom of the American empire. In a call with Guam Gov. Eddie Calver on Friday, Trump said the U.S. military is prepared to ensure the safety and security of the people of Guam. Japanese media said Tokyo was deploying its Patriot missile defense system following Pyongyang's threat to fire ballistic missiles over the country toward Guam. In another move that could fan the flames, satellite photos posted by defense expert Joseph Bermudez suggested North Korea could be preparing for fresh submarine-based ballistic missile tests. Previously accused by Trump of not doing enough to rein in the authoritarian regime, China last weekend voted in favor of a series of sweeping UN Security Council sanctions against North Korea. Trump is expected to visit China later this year. The saber-rattling has sparked worldwide concerns that a miscalculation by either side could trigger a catastrophic conflict on the Korean peninsula. Seoul expressed appreciation for Xi and Trump's phone call Saturday. "We hope today's phone conversation between the two leaders will provide a momentum to diffuse the highest-ever tension and to shift into a new phase of resolving the issue," said a statement from President Moon Jae-in's office. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said Moscow was very alarmed at Trump's tough talk, and said Washington should take the first step toward cooling tensions. When a fight has nearly broken out, the first step away from the dangerous threshold should be taken by the side that is stronger and smarter, Lavrov said. German Chancellor Angela Merkel said diplomacy was the answer. Germany will very intensively take part in the options for resolution that are not military, but I consider a verbal escalation to be the wrong response, she said. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has called for a lowering of tensions, which tend to increase when Seoul and Washington launch major military joint exercises. The next one is set to begin around August 21. Relations between Washington and Pyongyang have been tense for months, in the wake of the North's repeated missile tests, including 2 successful intercontinental ballistic missile test launches in July that are believed to have brought much of the U.S. mainland within range. AFP page 2 Enough evidence to convict Syria's Assad of war crimes. Prosecutor The Korea Herald Greater than World News Geneva AFP A UN commission probing Syria rights abuses has gathered enough evidence to convict President Bashar al-Assad of war crimes, an outgoing member of the commission said in interviews published Sunday. Veteran former war crimes prosecutor Carla Del Ponte, who is preparing to St. Updated 13 August 2017 2004 Kathmandu, Nepal. Landslides and flooding triggered by heavy rain have killed at least 47 people in southern Nepal and left thousands homeless, police said Sunday. The death toll was expected to go up, with around 24 other people missing and feared dead after 3 days of H. Updated 13 August 2017 1943 Kabul. AFP. Several senior Islamic State group members in Afghanistan, including a provincial leader, have been killed in a United States airstrike, an official said Sunday. General John Nicholson, commander of U.S. forces in Afghanistan, said Thursday's strike killed Abdul Rahman, W.H. Updated 13 August 2017 1942 Tehran. Iran's parliament voted overwhelmingly Sunday to increase spending on its ballistic missile program and the foreign operations of its paramilitary Revolutionary Guard, chanting death to America in a direct challenge to Washington's newest sanctions on the Islamic Republic. Updated 13 August 2017 1906 Delhi is now the fastest growing city in Asia, according to a new study from Oxford Economics. Indian cities are set to expand the most across the region, with growth speeding up from the past 5 years. Updated 13 August 2017 1801 U.S. President Donald Trump and his French counterpart pledged Saturday to work to denuclearize North Korea, but Trump again invoked the grim possibility of military measures if other steps should F. Updated 13 August 2017 1758 In many ways the two leaders on either side of North Korea-United States missile standoff could not be more different. In others they are startlingly similar. North Korea's Kim Jong-un has just over. Updated 13 August 2017 1604 Jakarta. A strong 6.4 magnitude earthquake hit off the Indonesian island Sumatra on Sunday, but there was no tsunami risk, seismologists said, as panicked residents fled their homes. The quake hit at a. Updated 13 August 2017 1342 Charlottesville, VA. A car plowed into a crowd of people peacefully protesting a white nationalist rally Saturday in a Virginia college town, killing one person, hurting more than a dozen others and. Updated 13 August 2017 1332 Bedminster, NJ. President Donald Trump on Saturday blamed many sides for the violent clashes between protesters and white supremacists in Virginia and contended that the hatred and bigotry broad. Updated 13 August 2017 0951 South Korea's tech giant Samsung Electronics registered an average of 19 patents per day in the United States in the first 7 months of the year, industry data showed. According to the data by USO. Updated 10 August 2017 1837 HAGATNA, Guam. Residents of the tiny Pacific island of Guam say they're afraid of being caught in the middle of escalating tensions between the US and North Korea after Pyongyang announced it was examining plans for attacking the strategically important US territory, though low. Updated 9 August 2017 2034 Islamabad. Pakistan's deposed Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif began 2 days of rallies Wednesday aimed at demonstrating his political strength, making stops from the capital Islamabad to his hometown of Lahore, ignoring security threats and drawing thousands of supporters. Sharif plan. Updated 9 August 2017-2019 France retained its position as the world's favorite tourism destination in 2016, the UN's World Tourism Organization said, defying concerns over terror attacks. The United States came second follow. Updated 9 August 2017 1754 A strong earthquake shook a mountainous region in southwestern China near a famous national park, killing 7 people, injuring 88 others and knocking out power and phone networks. At least 5 of th. Updated 9 August 2017 0815